So namhlanje sizafocus ku-grade 11 for u-term 1 topics ku-economics. Ku-term 1 economics grade 11, there's only one main topic which is called macroeconomics. That is the topic that is done grade 11 for term 1 is called macroeconomics. Under this topic, there are 4 subtopics. The first topic is called factors of production. And then the second topic is called circular flow and quantitative elements. Then the third topic is called economic systems. And then the fourth topic is called South Africa's economic structure, which is in grade 11 on term 1. There are 4 subtopics as in Zwayo: factors of production, circular flow and quantitative elements, economic systems, South Africa's economic structure. Let me just give a short brief about these 4 topics. The first one is called production factors, which is prior. As a learner, you must be able to describe the concept. Second, you must be able to discuss all the 4 factors of production, namely natural resources. Then secondly, labor. Thirdly, capital. Fourthly, entrepreneurship, which is we have 4 factors of production. Natural resources. Natural resources are the free gifts from nature, which is land, for example, water, and so on. And then the second one is called labor. Labor, it is a physical effort or a mental effort that is used in the production of goods and services. And then fourthly, capital. Capital, it is the money or the resources that are used to start a business or that are used in the production of goods and services. Then the last one is called entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is someone who is willing to take a risk and start a business. And then thirdly, on this topic, which is those production factors, you must also be able to know and discuss the rewards, which is the remuneration of each and every factor of production. Let's go to the first one, which is natural resources. Natural resources, the reward for natural resources is called rent income, which is if ever you own a land, your reward as you are owning a land is called a reward as you are owning a land is called a rent income. And then a reward as you are a labor, obviously it's an income in a form of a wage or a salary, because it helps higher labor. It's a physical or a mental effort that is used in the production of goods and services. Basically, labor are the workers, of which now the reward for workers, it is the income in a form of a wage or a salary, which is a salary. Here, it's a rent income. And then going to capital. Capital, the reward for capital is called interest. And then the last one, entrepreneurship. The reward or the remuneration for entrepreneurship is called profit. So there we go. We have these 4 production factors. You must be able to discuss or rather to describe the term factors of production. Sitepaya are the resources or the inputs that are used in the production of goods and services, which is we have 4 production factors. We have natural resources, which is land, water, and so on. We have labor, we have capital, we have entrepreneurship. Also, you must be able to know the rewards or the remuneration of each and every factor of production. The first one we said, natural resources, the reward is called a rent income. Then the second one is called under labor, the reward is called income in a form of a wage or a salary. Capital, the reward is called interest. And then lastly, entrepreneurship, the reward is for profit. Then moving to our second topic is called circular flow. The circular flow that is done with grade 11, it is the same circular flow in grade 10, the same circular flow in grade 12. But the only difference circular flow is grade 10 and grade 11. Now grade 12, grade 12, there's only one part yongeziweyo, which is the multiplier, but the rest of the circular flow iyafana leka grade 10, grade 11 and grade 12. But leka grade 12 yona kongezwe nje bayiseyi-1 which is the multiplier, but the rest of the circular flow, it is still the same as leka grade 12 ka grade 10. And then uplift for circular flow, obviously to describe the concept, such as must be able to describe the term circular flow. And then second, we are focusing on the open circular flow, which is whereby we have 4 participants: the household, government, firms, and foreign sector. And then we must also be able to discuss or know all the markets, which is the product market, the factor market, the capital market, the money market, and the foreign exchange market. And then the other one, flows, whereby we have a real flow, money flow. And then we also have injections and leakages. Those are the things that you should be able to discuss or should be able to know under the topic called circular flow. Then moving to quantitative elements, it's whereby we are measuring or we are determining the value of GDP using the 3 methods. It's either using production method, income method, and expenditure method. And then our second last subtopic is called economic systems. This is a very short topic, by the way, because the topic loena also got grade 10 iyenziwa about grade 9 under EMS. The topic iyenziwa nayo isafana nale iteach wa grade 9 under EMS, which is called economic systems. We have 3 systems here. We have a mixed system, market system, and a blended system. Obviously, now here you must be able to describe the term economic system. Economic systems, we can define as economic system are the systems, or rather are the methods that are used by countries to allocate or to distribute resources amongst the people of that particular country. So they either using a mixed system, which is now a mixed system in South Africa sitheni siyisebenzisayo. Up South Africa we're using a system called a mixed system, which is yona, it combines the market system, also the blend system, whereby the resources are either owned or controlled by the private individuals. Also there are those who are owned and controlled by the public, which is the state. And then the second system is called the market system, which is whereby almost all the resources are privately owned or privately controlled. That system is called a free market system. It is also known as capitalism. And then the third system is called blend economy, which is a central blend system. It is also known as socialism or communism, whereby almost all the resources in a country are under the control or owned by the state, which is there's no private individual who's the owner of resources. Everything is under the control of the state. And then the last subtopic here to under macroeconomics term 1 grade 11 is called South Africa's economic structure. It's a very simple topic there. Now I got grade 8, I believe I grade 8 EMS. The topic yenziwa. I got grade 10 of economics, I got grade 9 of economics. It's a very simple topic. It's called South Africa's economic structure, whereby it's data about the structure of our economy, whereby we have these 3 sectors, we have these 3 economic sectors. We have a primary sector. Primary sector, obviously, is whereby we find the raw materials. Secondary sector is whereby we manufacture the goods and services. It's whereby kwenzeka khona i-production of goods and services yenzeka under the secondary sector. Then the last one is tertiary sector, whereby sifumana khona the final or the finished goods and services. So for grade 11 term 1 we have these 4 subtopics. And then lastly, grade 11 term 1 we have the assignment out of 50 marks. We have assignment out of 50 marks. And then the second task, we have control test 1 out of 100. So your formal task for grade 11 term 1, we have assignment 1 50 marks, we have control test 1 100 marks. Thank you.